What's up guys, Tuber Tutorials here, and I have a very special review for you guys. I'm going to be reviewing the HTC One X, the AT&T version. I just did an upgrade from my phone. I previously had the BlackBerry Torch. I've been with BlackBerry for like 6 years, but it was time to let it go, so I got an Android phone. This is my first ever Android phone, by the way, but I know Android pretty well because I played around with Android phones a lot. So this is going to be a very in-depth review, a very real-world review. I'm not going to be doing no benchmarks and no speed tests because the phone is fast. We all know it's fast. I'm just going to give you a real in-depth review. So this video is going to be long, so let's just put that out from now. The video is going to be long. So first of all, I want to tell you guys why I got this phone. Well, I got this phone because we all know that it's this phone or the Galaxy S3. That's like the two biggest competition right now. I got this phone and not the Galaxy S3 because the Galaxy S3 just did not appeal to me that much. I didn't care about the external battery and the external SD card stuff because I don't use up space on my phone. I don't listen to music on my phone. I don't watch movies on my phone. The only thing I do on my phone is take pictures and have documents. And that doesn't take up space because I've survived with my BlackBerry for a long time on only 8 gigabytes of space, and this phone is 16 gigs with 12 gigs free and 2 gigs free for apps. So that wasn't the factor that lets me want to, I want to get the S3. This phone just appealed to me more than the Galaxy, and that's why I get it. If you guys want to get this phone, then you're watching the right review. And I want to tell you the type of phone user I am, because most reviewers don't tell you the type of phone user they are. I'm a business type of phone user. I don't play games on my phone like I said, or listen to music or watch movies. I use my phone for my social media. I have plenty of social media accounts. I have a lot of email accounts. So I want a phone that can keep up with me with my emails and social media, and that's why I get this phone, because it's good. So I'm reviewing this phone from a business perspective and not much more for playing games or entertainment perspective, because some people just like a phone for gaming purposes. Some people just like a phone for watching movies and listen to music. This phone is good for all of that, but I'm mostly paying attention to the business perspective, because that's what I use my phone for. Because I go to college and work, I have no time for listening to music on my phone. That's why I have an iPod Touch for that. I don't need no time to play games on my phone. That's why I have an iPod Touch for that. And I don't need to watch movies on my phone. That's why I have a tablet for that. So that was a brief 3-minute plus intro. So now let's get into the review. I'm going to go over the specs of this phone first, because we all want to hear the specs. So it's a very detailed specs. So let's begin. This phone, the size of this phone is 134.36 by 69.9 by 8.9 millimeters. The weight of this phone is 130 grams, and that's with the battery. The battery is built in. The display is a 4.7-inch Super LCD 2 display. We're going to get into that further. Resolution is 1280 by 720p. It's an HD 720p display. The CPU speed is a 1.5 gigahertz dual-core Qualcomm Snapdragon S4. We're going to get to that a little bit later as well. Platform is Android 4.0, that translates into ice cream sandwich with the overlay of HTC Sense 4. We're going to get into that further as well. Memory, you get 16 gigs with the AT&T version, and you have 1 gigabyte of RAM. You have about 12 gigabytes of free storage space, because remember, software takes up some of that 16 gigs, and you have 2 gigs free for your apps. Network is 4G LTE. If you're not in the LTE area, then you get HSPA+. Sensors has a gyro sensor, a G sensor, a digital compass, a proximity sensor, and an ambient light sensor. And one thing that reviews don't point out to you is that your proximity sensor is located right at the top beside your AT&T logo. You can't see it, but the sensor is inside that black bezel. So HTC, I should say, recommends that if you're getting a screen protector, don't get a screen protector that covers the entire thing, including the black bezel that surrounds the screen. Because if you cover that proximity sensor, chances are it's going to affect the touch sensitivity of the phone. Likewise with a case, don't get a case that will cover that top black area, because you will affect the proximity sensor, just to point that point out. All right, let's move on. So connectivity, 3.5mm headphone jack. It has NFC enabled. It has Bluetooth with aptX enabled, and that's Bluetooth 4.0. It has Wi-Fi IEEE 802.11 ABGN. It has a DLNA, that's for wirelessly streaming media from the phone to your TV or to your computer. It has a micro USB 2.0, that's a 5-pin port with mobile high definition video link, HDMI, and it doesn't have an HDMI cable, but you have to buy the USB to HDMI cable to connect it to your TV or a monitor. Camera it has an HTC Sense dedicated image chip, so it has its own image chip, so you know you're getting high quality pics. The back camera is an 8-megapixel camera with autofocus, with smart LED flash and BSI sensor, and that's for better low light captures. It has a f.2.0 aperture and a 28mm lens, so you're basically getting the quality of a point and shoot camera. It records in 1080p HD, that's the back camera. Now the front facing camera is a 1.3 megapixel front camera, and it records in 720p HD for video chat with Skype or Uvu. It has a dedicated image chip, like I said. It captures photo while you're recording videos. It has a continuous shooting mode, that's you can take multiple pics, I think like 99 pictures by holding down the shutter button. It has auto flash that smartly determines the distance from your subject. It has a video stabilization feature which removes the annoying shaky images. And it has a high quality low motion video capture and playback, which simply means you can record slow motion videos. Sound enhancement, it has Beats Audio. Beats Audio is not the speaker. Some people getting that confused. Beats Audio does not mean the speaker. Beats Audio is just the equalization that's with the phone. So you get high bass and good mids. Multimedia, the audio supported formats for this phone is AAC, AMR, OGG, M4A, MID, MP3, WAV, and WMA. That's Windows Media Audio 9. Video support formats, it playbacks in 3GP, 3G2, MP4, WMV, on AVI, which is MP4, ASP, and MP3, and it records. Sound recording is AMR, and video recording format is MP4. And lastly, it has a 1800 milliamp hour battery that is built in. So that is the complete specs of the phone. Now let's go into the hardware. Let's look around this beautiful device. Let's start off with the back. You have your camera right there, boom. Some people say that they don't like HTC how they design the camera because if you put it down you're touching the lens, but it's not touching the lens. If you put it down, the lens is actually kind of synced in a little bit, so you're not touching the lens, you're actually touching that ring that's across the camera. This is your LED flash, your smart LED flash, HTC logo, your Beats Audio at the bottom. I'm sorry, this video camera does not have autofocus, so you have to bear with me. It is in HD though. Beats Audio logo right there. These are your speaker grills that is drilled in, and these are your docks. Alright, And the back is made of plastic, but it's a polycarbonate matte finish. This is also the material that is used inside jets, firefighter jets. This is the polycarbonate material that they use. It's pretty soft and it feels pretty good. If it's not going to slip out of your hand, it's pretty nice. And at the side, that's your USB 2.0 connector right there. And the side is like a gloss finish at the side, gloss finish, so it feels pretty beautiful and pretty sturdy in your hand. The other side, your volume rocker is right there, your up and down volume rocker. At the bottom, there's nothing but your noise canceling sound right there, and you have your speaker, your microphone here. So this is the microphone, and this is the noise canceling microphone here. And at the top, you have your speaker grills that's precisely drilled in, and inside those speaker grills is your LED light that you can't see, but when it blinks you see it. When you have a notification, you see it. This is your front facing camera, AT&T logo, and you have your 3 dedicated buttons, your back button, your home button. And with the new update, which I currently have, this button acts as your multitasking button and your menu button. So before the update, everyone was annoyed by that menu black bar at the bottom that takes up screen space. Now it's gone, and this can be your menu and your multitasking button. And there's nothing else. That's it. And your micro SD card chip goes here. You just put a pin in that little hole and it pops out. And this is your 3.5mm headphone jack. Like I said, built-in battery, no external storage, no SD card slot. So that wasn't an issue for me. So if that's not an issue for you, then you're good to go. So that's hardware. So now let's get to the lock screen of this phone. So this is the lock screen. If you guys want to know what wallpaper I'm using, I will put a link in the description. This is the Black Rock Shooter anime. So lock screen, you can customize lock screen. I'm not going to show you the different type of lock screen. I'm going to make a lot of videos about this phone showing you separate features of it. But the lock screen is just typical HTC lock screen. You have the ring. You slide the ring up to unlock, and you can customize these 4 icons at the bottom. So if you want to go to your contacts without unlocking the screen, hold down your contacts, put it in the ring. Contacts will open up. All right. So that is how you do that. Let's get back to the lock screen. So you want to unlock, you slide up, release, your phone is unlocked. So now let's talk about the screen. It's a Super LCD 2 screen. That's the new LCD technology. That it means LCD is RGB. It's not Pentel. So Pentel is not true to color. Trust me, I know. RGB is as true to realistic colors as you will get, and this phone is what that is all about. This is the most beautiful screen. It completely beats Pentel Matrix without a doubt. This phone is extremely beautiful to look at. Sometimes I just turn on the phone just to look at it. Icons pop out. The phone looks like it's painted. This whole screen right here looks like it's painted on. It doesn't look like it's a screen. That's how good it looks. And you know, you get a typical HTC clock, which you can change, by the way. And you get your icons at the bottom. These icons at the black bar, they can now be changed. First time they couldn't be changed. Now they can be changed. And if you tap this little square right there, it takes you to your all apps. And while we're here, you can view apps, you can view frequent, or you can view just downloads or all. At the top, you can search. You can also search with Google Voice. I just opened up an app. Don't know why. Let's go back there. And you can search at the top. See, it's searching my apps. And you can go to the Play Store from there. And you can hit the menu button. But now with the update, you don't need to hit that button. You can just hit this right there. And it comes down with the menu. You can sort, share, manage, and edit tabs. So screen is true to color. Let me see if I can pull up a good image. I don't have an image. All right, let me show you this image right here. It's just so beautiful. You get true quality color accuracy. Again, you won't tell by let me turn off this light and see if you see better. You won't tell by the camera. You have to look at this phone in person to see how beautiful that looks. All right, let me turn this light back on. Okay, and so that's the screen. Beautiful screen. So now let's get into software. This is Android 4.0, which is ice cream sandwich with a Sense 4 overlay. HTC has done a beautiful, fantastic job with Sense. I always love Sense over TouchWiz. Even though I've never used an Android device, like I said, I've played around with TouchWiz and Sense a lot, and I always prefer Sense. But I didn't prefer the older Sense because it kind of took away the Android feel. But Sense 4 is completely remastered, completely revamped. They trimmed it down so much that you're almost getting that ice cream sandwich software feel to it. So with HTC Sense, you know, you get the different home screens. We all know that. And if you do this pinch thing, it shows you the amount of home screens you have. And to add a new home screen, you just hit that and it adds a new home screen. I'm kind of jumping ahead here, but let's talk about software. If you want to see your notifications, you swipe down from the top, gives you notifications. If you had notification, you want to close the notification, you can either hit the clear button at the top. It won't be there because I don't have no notification now, or you can just swipe left and swipe right and notification will go away. At the top here you have your Wi-Fi logo right there. You have your 4G LTE logo, your data speed, connection, your battery, and your time at the bar. If you had any email or Facebook or Twitter, the icon will pop up at the side right there. Also, your AT&T name pops up there. This icon right there is because I have Juice Defender, the Juice Defender app that saves battery life, so it pops up the icon right there. So let me show you guys the widgets. You guys know how to do widgets. You hold down the screen and at the bottom you can add widgets. This phone has a lot of widgets. I am not a widgets person, so I don't use widgets that much. I'm just not a widget guy. If you want to add apps to your screen like I do, you can hit on apps. And to put an app on your screen, you just hold it down and choose what screen you want it to go on, and voila, I just made a folder. You can make a folder just like that. You can name the folder, take out the folder, hold it out, boom, and it's just like that. So that's how you do widgets. Let me organize back my screen. I love to keep my screen organized. Well, anyway, so let me show you guys the settings. Again, let me show you guys the software so you can see for yourself. I'm using the new updated software, which is Android 4.0.4. Hope you guys can see that clearly. Let me turn off this light. You can see it. That's Android 4.0.4 with HTC Sense 4.0. So let me show you guys the settings menu. This is the settings menu, and I like the animation. When you scroll down to the bottom, it kind of do that little cut up animation thing. So you get typical settings. You get your wireless and network. You get your personal, which you can add wallpapers and stuff. You get your phone and other stuff. Let me show you with the new update. You get gestures. You get the recent app button. This is where you can customize the recent app button to set it as a menu button and the recent app button. All right, so let's talk about the speed of this phone. It's fast. I don't need to show you benchmarks and quadrant and that crap. The phone is fast. Bottom line, it's fast. Let me show you how quickly apps open up. Let me open up Google Chrome. Look at that. It's already, look, boom, opened up. All right, let me show you Play Store. Look at that. Boom, opened up. Let me go to Instagram. Look at that. Boom. Oh, look how fast that just loaded. Boom, opens up. Let me go to YouTube. Look at that. Boom, opens up. So app speed on this phone opens up pretty fast. I just opened up a ton of apps. Let me open up one more. Pinterest. Boom, pretty fast. So now let me show you the multitasking of this phone. To multitask, you hold down this button right here, the recent app buttons, and it shows you all the apps that you've opened up. All right, you can jump to an app by just doing that. Hold it down, jump to another app, doing that. To close all your recent apps, you swipe up, swipe up, swipe up, swipe up, and swipe up, swipe up, and swipe up, and swipe up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and kill all my tasks here. Just want to quickly do that. Kill all my tasks and then kill my task manager. All right, this phone also have a dedicated task manager, which is right here, task manager. Let me show you guys that. Shows you everything you have running, and you can just stop all, and it will just stop everything. You see, I just stopped my Juice Defender, so now the AT&T thing is back on. But I love my Juice Defender. Juice Defender is an excellent app. Juice Defender Plus is even better, but I think that's what, $3.99. This is an awesome app. Love Juice Defender. Saves battery life pretty good. Alright, so while we're on the subject of battery, 18-hour milliamp-hour battery, and it's pretty darn good. Battery on this phone is excellent. Let me show you usage on power. Show you battery use. See, I've had this phone on for like 7 hours and 50 minutes and 40 seconds on battery, and it's only at 62% on battery. And I went to school this morning from 10 to 11, came home, and I still had the phone on, and I was using it between then, and it's still on. See, screen is like 68%. Turn off the light again so you guys, I'm sorry my camera doesn't have autofocus. It kind of sucks, but screen is 68%. Call standby was 30%. Wi-Fi takes up like 7%. Everything just, you know, as it is. Battery life is good. And while we're at the settings, I love how you can view your data usage. You can set a usage cap. You can set a cap so that when it reaches a certain limit, the phone alerts you that you're almost over your data storage, which is pretty good. Also, you got NFC enabled and Android Beam, which is like that back-to-back thing where you can send contacts or browsers or anything of that nature. All right, so now let's talk about browser. And this is where this is the part where we are going to get into my type of phone user. I'm a business type of phone user. I love my email, social network, and my browser. I don't play games a lot. I play the occasion games. I don't watch videos a lot, and I don't listen to music on my phone. Browser. First of all, let's talk about the browser that came with the phone. It sucks. That's all I need to say. It sucks. Let's go to the internet. This is the internet. It's fast, but it sucks. I mean, the way how it's done, you see, it's just closed. I don't know why it just, see, it just closed itself. For some reason, I don't, it just, you guys just saw that, right? It just closed itself. It sucks. I mean, I don't know. If you go, let's go to, this is the menu. I don't even know how you add. I don't know how you add a tab. This is how you add a tab. I think this is how you do it. You put new tab. Honestly, this is my second time using this because as soon as I got this phone, I download Google Chrome. That's the best. If you want to go back to the other tab, you go back to the other tab. But it sucks. It completely sucks, guys. You need Chrome. If you have an Android phone and Chrome is not your dedicated browser, you need to shoot yourself in the face because you need Chrome. Chrome is where it's at. Chrome is just Beautiful. I love the interface. Let me go. I'm on Amazon.com. This is the mobile site. Let me show you how fast the full site loads. Look at that. Extremely fast. So you go here, that's your tabs, and you see I have 2 tabs open up, and look how good Google Chrome does the tab. Look at that. It shows you that. Look at the animation. Look at that. And if I want to open up another tab, go to my menu, go to new tab. Let me go to, I want to go to, let's go to cnet.com. And I'm not using the stock keyboard, I'm using the Swift key. I'm gonna show you keyboard in a bit. Alright, so I just opened up CNET, and if I go back to the tabs, it shows you, see, look at that beautiful tab animation. Love how Google Chrome does it. And this is your menu. The menu, you can go to new tab, close all tabs, or settings, close all tabs. Look at that, beautiful. Close all your tab, and voila. So that's the browser Google Chrome. So let me talk about the keyboard. Let me go to that's my phone book. Don't want to go there. I want to show you guys the keyboard. Go to my messaging, go to compose. This is Swift key 3, and if you don't have Swift key, you're missing out. Swift key is the best. But let me go to the stock key. You swipe down, you go to select input, go to HTC Sense input. HTC Sense keyboard is pretty good, but I hate these arrows. They kind of take up screen. If you notice with Swift key, you see more screen real estate, right? But with HTC Sense keyboard, these arrows just take up the screen. And you can type, you know, everyone always type the quick brown fox. I mean, the typing is good. It knows pretty much what you're typing. It's pretty good. It's fast and it's pretty accurate. And swipe is automatically enabled, so you don't have to change input. You just automatically just swipe. And for some reason, I don't know how to use swipe. It's kind of different for me. I've never used swipe before. I'm trying to get used to it. See, I don't know. But, you know, that's the keyboard. But Swift key is the best. I recommend that you get Swift key. As you can see, it takes up less screen. See, you got less screen taken up. And Swift key is a lot more accurate than the HTC Sense keyboard. So that's the keyboard right there. Alright, so now let's talk about multitasking. Let's talk about the Play Store. This is the Play Store. Look how you're gonna see how fast that loads up. That's the Play Store. And I actually prefer Google Play Store better than the Apple App Store. Everything is completely laid out beautifully. You got your apps, you got music. I'm getting a glare from, turn the light off so you can see it better. Matter of fact, let me do this. I think I need to turn down the brightness. I have it on auto brightness. Auto brightness is good. It's best to have your phone on auto brightness. But I'm going to turn it down a bit. Let me see if that will help in you guys seeing the screen more. Right, let me see if that will help. I think that's kind of better. Alright, so I was talking about the Play Store. Let's jump into the Play Store. Alright, so it's a little bit clearer. Alright, so you have your apps, music, magazines, movies and TV, and books. As you know, with the Apple App Store, they don't have everything in one. If you want to go to movies and TV, you got to open up a different app for that. If you want to go to books, you got to open up the different app for that. Google Play Store, everything is in one. Go to your apps. You can slide and show your top paid and your top free and all of that. Let me show you how quickly an app download. Let me download an app here. Let me see. Let me download Skype. I'll show you how fast apps download on this phone. Go to install. accept and download. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was 6 seconds. Right? And you swipe from a notification. It shows you that it's installed in Skype. And it says successfully installed. And you want to clear it, you just swipe. And it clears that. That's how quickly apps download. And that's because of that Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 chip, which I'm going to get to later on. Let me remove this so I don't need that there. Okay, so now let's talk about game. I don't play games that much on my phone, but since it's a review, I gotta show you guys. Let's go to Temple Run. Alright. Graphics is completely beautiful on this phone. A lot better than my iPod Touch. I don't know if I can show you it side. If I can show you Temple Run side by side with the Retina display on the iPod Touch, but let me see if I can do that. You can see, you can tell from the quality. You can just tell from the quality here that it's a lot different. Look at that, a lot different. So let's just give you a good play. So games is good. You get no frame rate dropping, nothing whatsoever. It's giving me a tutorial, which I already know how to play this game. So you get no frame rate, no lag, nothing whatsoever. Everything is just at its tip-top shape. Everything is good. Yes, I know. Nice job. Bam. Escape these trees real quick. Jump up here real quick. Tilt for your coins. We get these coins real quick. And let me kill myself. Bam. Okay, so that's how gameplay works on the HTC One X. Alright, now let's talk about the contacts interface. I love how HTC Sense handle contacts. Let's go to resend contacts first. Hit the phone button. It takes you to your resend calls at the top. Shows you your resend calls, who you call. It showed you who you call and who called you. Alright, that's your resend calls. And it also gives you your key. You can type to dial a phone number, yada yada yada, and you can view your contacts, groups, and you can see your call history. Alright, so let's go to contacts. Show you that HTC did a beautiful deal with contacts. If you want to sync all your Facebook friends to your phone book, you can do that. Click on the arrow up top and you can check Facebook. You can check your Google. Even if you have contacts on your Google, you can check it off and it will automatically sync. So if I check my Facebook, you can see it syncs all my friends to my phone book and their pictures. If you click on, let me click on one of them. I hope they don't mind me clicking on their stuff. Let me click on this person right here. You click on it, it shows you their picture. If you click on this, it takes you straight to Facebook, their Facebook profile. So let me go back, let me uncheck Facebook. Alright, go back to phone. So now I'm going to show you how, it looks. It looks pretty nice. If I go to, I think I add a fake number. Where was it? Test, yeah, test. If you have a profile pic for your phone contact, it shows you a beautiful, I love the layout. Shows you the beautiful half profile pic of the person. It shows you their number. You can edit, you can add a custom ringtone, you can block them, or you can set a default action. You can go to gallery right there. You can send pictures to them, and for the menu, you can edit, you can delete, you can link, you can send the contact, speed dial, print, edit, or you can save to your SIM if it's not already saved to your SIM. So now I'm going to show you the call interface. I'm going to lock the phone and I'm going to call the phone, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when someone calls you and the screen is locked. Alright, so the screen is locked. I'm going to go ahead and just give me a second here. Okay, so there it is. So it's ringing. This is from the lock screen. It shows you the person's pic, their name, their image, and actually the location of the person. You want to answer, you put your ring in the green button, and it's answered. So as you can see, I'm echoing here. Let me put this on hold so I won't echo. All right. So as you can see, you can activate speaker right there, turn it off, and you can mute the mic right there. And if you hit the menu button, you can add a new call for 2-way or 3-way or 5-way. You can view the contact card, boom, and you can put it on. You can take it off from hold, and you can see people. You can also bring up your keyboard right there, and you can also go to your actual phone, and the call is still on. Just hit the home button, and the call is still there. If I swipe now from the notification, it tells you the person, and it tells you that it's on hold, and you can still go to your day-to-day operation while still talking on the phone. You want to go back to that person, swipe down, click back the person, and it's there. So I love how HTC handles the phone call interface. Now let me show you what it looks like if the phone was not unlocked. If the phone is unlocked and you're on that screen and someone is calling you, it's a bit different from when the screen is locked. So let me show you what that looks like. It's not that much different, but it's just bigger. It shows up bigger. As you can see, it shows the whole thing, and you just hit accept or decline. All right, let me decline that. All right, and if the contact that's calling you is not in your phone book, it automatically asks you when you end the call. It automatically detects that it's not in your phone book, so it asks you, do you want to add this contact? So that's pretty nice. I love that feature. All right, so now let's talk about social media. Like I said, that's one of my biggest strong points for a phone, because I have a lot of social media accounts. I have like 3 different Facebook pages. I have like 3 different Twitter accounts. I have 2 Instagrams, a Pinterest. I have a lot of stuff. So I need a phone that can handle it beautifully. This phone does it well. I'm gonna show you how fast Facebook opens up. If I hit Facebook, all right, look at that, boom, loads up already, and the refresh rate is pretty fast. This is not a Facebook app review, so I'm just showing you how Facebook works. If you want to add a status, adding a status is pretty fast. It as soon as you hit that send button, it sends immediately. If you want to add pictures, it sends immediately. That's how fast Facebook is. Twitter is the same thing. Twitter opens up pretty fast. Sending tweets, it sends tweets pretty fast. You can add multiple accounts. Go to accounts. You can add multiple accounts. You can manage accounts. You go to settings. You can add accounts. Yada yada yada. You know the deal. This is not a Twitter app review, but just showing you how social media works. Let's go to Instagram. Instagram opens up extremely fast. Look at that. Boom. Already. That's not even a second. That's like 0.3 seconds. Open up pretty fast. View your profile or whatever. That's Instagram. And let's see, Pinterest opens up pretty fast as well. You have Dropbox. You get 25 gigabytes of free 2-year Dropbox space. You have to have a Dropbox account to do so. Let me try Foursquare as well. Let's open up Foursquare. See, I'm not signed in, but that's how fast Foursquare opens up. So that's your social media. I'm gonna show you social media from a gallery perspective. Let's go to an image. Let's say you want to share this image. You simply tap it. At the bottom you have share, delete, edit, more. You share it, and with Android, as you know, you have a lot of things. You click see all. You can put the Facebook, Twitter, messages, email, Dropbox, notes, Bluetooth. You have all your social media, a bunch of stuff. You can Skype it. You can do anywhere you want. You can also edit pictures. You can add effects to it. You can add effects. You can also add filters. You can add brightness and contrast and all of that stuff. I'm not going to go through that. You know, you can look on reviews about that specifically. And this is how the picture gallery looks. You click on it, and you know, that's how it looks. No, this is not important to me. I don't care how the gallery looks. Like I said, that is not important to me. What's important to me right now is email. And let me tell you, the dedicated mail service for this phone sucks. This is the mail service that comes with this phone. It completely sucks. Because when someone sends you, I don't have any account to it because I don't use it. I use Gmail. If you have a Gmail account, then you need to use, not Gmail. If you have any account like Yahoo, please use the dedicated Yahoo email app, because the app that comes with this phone sucks. If someone sends you a picture, if someone sends you an email, all right, let me show you what I mean. Let me go to my Gmail app. Let me go to an Abercrombie and Fitch email that they sent to me. As you can see, your images aren't showing. You have to click on show pictures, right? If I click on show pictures, boom, shows me the picture. Turn it in landscape mode. Shows me the picture. I can see what I'm looking at. Boom, good to go. But if you use the dedicated one, if that same Abercrombie and Fitch sends me an email, I can't view pictures. It only allows you to view in HTML. So it just looks crappy. It's completely bad. I hate it. Please guys, don't use it. If you have a Gmail account, a Yahoo account, any account, please find its dedicated app and use it, because the app that comes with this phone sucks. Alright? So email is good. You can compose. Email sends pretty fast, and that's because of that 4G LTE. As soon as you hit compose, as soon as you attach files or anything, you can compose. You can send it to who, you know, compose. You can attach. You go to menu. You can attach a file, attach music, pictures. Email on this phone works excellent. So if you're an email guy like me that relies heavily on email, then this phone is good for you. Alright, so now let's talk about the sound quality. Like I said, this is Beats Audio. Beats Audio is not the speaker, it's the equalization that's Beats Audio. Alright, let me play a song for you. Go to the music store. Now, I listen to mostly gospel music, so this is probably going to be the first video you see with a gospel song playing on it. So I'm gonna this is how the music interface looks. You can go to my phone. It shows you how music. I don't list the music on my phone. I only have these music on here because of this review. Shows you the album art at the top and the songs at the bottom. Alright, and you can do SoundHound or that jazz. So let's play this song. Created for this. Turn it up. Hear how good that speaker sounds. I think I just paused the song. Yeah, I just paused the song. Once again, you can hear the speakers. Sounds beautiful, beautiful speakers. The Beats Audio just gives you increased bass and increased mids. Right now, Beats Audio is not on. Let me turn on Beats Audio. Let me see. Menu. Go to Sound Enhancer. I'm trying to turn on the... Let me check. You can have your album details. You set it as ringtone. Just give me select player. Alright, so let me show you Beats Audio. Let me plug in my Beats headset, and as soon as you plug in a Beats headset, it automatically recognizes that a Beats headphone has been plugged in. Show you what I mean. I plug in my Beats headset. Boom, look at the top right there. You're gonna see the headphone logo comes on. Now if I press play, see, Beats Audio is detected. You see at the top, Beats Audio, and the B is there. So it tells you that you're using Beats Audio. You want to turn off Beats Audio, swipe down from your notification, and you can turn off Beats Audio. Alright, so if the screen is locked, because a lot of people who listen or use their phone for music playing, they love this feature. When the screen is locked, your song is still playing. Alright, if you unlock your screen, you can control your music right from your lock screen. You can pause, play, back, we can rewind, fast forward, and all that jazz. Swipe to unlock, and it takes you to your player. It also has a music player widget, but I don't use widgets, so can't get to show you guys that. Alright, so no, that's sound quality. Again, you won't hear the sound quality good just from the camera. You have to listen to it for yourself in person. Now let's talk about the video quality. Let's go on YouTube, and I love how YouTube do their new YouTube update. It's pretty good. You can view your video at the top. I love this. It plays at the top.
You watching this?
Let me skip this. It plays at the top, while at the bottom you can just continue doing what you want to do, and it still plays at the top. You can see your likes, your comments. If you turn it in landscape mode, it goes to full screen. You hit the menu button, you can add, you can share the video, you can like, dislike, you can copy URL, you can add YouTube TV, all of that jazz. So let me show you a high-res video. Not that it matters, because you won't see that good unless you look at the phone in person. Let's look at an Avengers trailer. Alright, I want an Avengers. Let's look at this Avengers trailer. Sound quality is beautiful. The screen on this phone is just phenomenal. It's just, words can't explain how beautiful the screen looks. You won't tell from this video. You have to look at it in person. And the one problem with Pentel is the black screen clipping, but with LCD you get no black screen. You get the true color. Skin tones look true to color. Everything is good. Alright, let's look at that. Again, showing you is not going to do anything. You need to look at it in person. Alright, so now let's go over, so we're pretty much at the end of this. I'm just going to give you a good talk about the dual core chip. Don't let, because it's dual core, you think that it's not good. The dual core on this phone, the Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 chip on this phone completely beats the quad core on the international version. If you watch every review and every benchmark test, the dual core, the Snapdragon S4 chip performs a lot better than the quad core. Why, you might ask? Because cores doesn't mean nothing. I believe it was the Angel of Music. She's a reviewer, and she explains, she explains the analogy of 4 cores and 2 cores and about some water efficiency. And 4 cores doesn't mean that the phone is going to be faster. It doesn't mean that. The dual core on this phone performs a lot better. It's the architecture of those chips that's the real deal. The Qualcomm Snapdragon S4, the architecture that's built for this chip is completely phenomenal. So it allows it to perform a lot better than the quad core Tegra 3. Now the quad core by all means is great, because 4 is more than 2, right? The quad core is good, but the quad core is mainly good when it comes to gaming. Quad core means that you can run intensely graphical games, intensely 3D games, mod games, emulators. You can run emulators on it without no frame rate dropping or nothing. But if you try to do that with a dual core, then you will get the occasional lag and the occasional you know, frame rate dropping. But with the quad core, you won't get that because it's 4 cores that's working with an extra 5th core that handles the backdoor operations. But the Qualcomm chip in this phone, it performs phenomenally. I'm not going to give you any benchmark because that benchmark don't mean crap to me, because the phone is fast. The phone is fast. So don't let, because it's dual core, you know, going to sway you. And you can only get a dual core with carriers because of the 4G LTE chip. You have to use a dual core. There's no chip that can, the 4G LTE, I don't think it's compatible with quad core. And also quad core cannot come to the States because I think there's some feud between, I don't know, there's something going on with the quad core manufacturer and the dual cores for some crap. You can read about it on Google. But dual core is completely phenomenal on this phone. Lastly but not least, I'm going to show you the camera. I'm not going to go in detail about the camera because there's tons of videos on YouTube that showed you that. This is the camera interface. Simple. If you hit the circle right here, you can add different effects. This is the shutter button. If you hold it down, it takes up to 99 pics. Hold down, hear that? See, it takes in like 99 pictures at once, and then it saves them, and then you can hit best shot, and it will detect the best image. Let me just delete all of these because I don't need all of these. Delete. Alright, so back to the camera interface. So you can hit the menu button. You can see all your options there. I'm not going to go through them because there's tons of videos that does that. You have a camera, you go to the main camera or the front facing camera, self timer, image resolution, you got the video quality, it records in 1080p right there, full HD, 920 by 1080. You got camera options, white balance, ISO, interface. You can have grid, that's that grid thing. If you guys love that rules of third image thing, it's right there. And image adjustments, and you have all that jazz. If you hit this little A at the bottom right there, it gives you the camera features. You have auto, HDR, panorama, portrait, group portrait, landscape, whiteboard, all that jazz. Alright, all that stuff is there. This is your flash. You can turn your flash on, right, tap in that or turn it off. You want autofocus, just tap on the screens and it focuses. Video camera is no different. As soon as you hit the video camera, it records immediately. So just be sure, as soon as you hit that video camera icon, it's going to start recording immediately. So let me play back the video and show you that you can take images while the video is playing. So say you're watching a video, see, and you can take pictures. See, so I just took a picture while watching a video, and boom, there's a picture. And if you're recording the video as well, you can also take images while recording. I'm not going to go in depth in the camera because there's a ton of videos that goes immensely in depth, more than I ever will. So watch those videos and you get the better in depth. So that's it, guys. Should you get this phone? Yes. If you're a BlackBerry user and you want to change, but you still want that BlackBerry business aspect of a phone, this is the phone to get. If you want to get the Galaxy S3, go ahead. I'm not bashing the Galaxy. The Galaxy S3 is good. It's an immensely wonderful phone, but this phone just appeals to me more than the Galaxy. Okay, so this is Tuber Tutorials. This has been my in-depth review of the HTC One X on At&T. Thanks for watching. Please comment below if you guys have this phone. Comment and let me know how it's working out for you. If you don't have it, comment and let me know how this review has helped you, and your feedback is well appreciated. So thank you guys for watching. I'm going to be putting out tons of videos about this phone, so stay tuned for that. Please subscribe so you can see when those videos drop, and have a nice day. Thanks for watching Tuber Tutorials. Peace out.